Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, and we're going to talk about Metroid Dread and journalists. And no, we're not going to talk about all the journalists who think the game is way too hard for them. That was last week's video. This week's video is that journalists think Samus Aran should smile more. Samus should smile more, according to Kotaku. How progressive of you, Kotaku, because I remember it was a problem for Captain Marvel, for Brie Larson to be told to smile more. But yeah, apparently Samus needs to have more emotion. We're going to talk about that, and I got to give a hat tip to Black Sage D, who sent this link over. I had missed it. Journos don't know what to do with this game. They hate it because it's too hard. When that doesn't work, they hate it because Samus Aran is not emotional enough. She's got to be an emotional woman. When I was a kid, I didn't even realize Samus was a woman. When I got to the ending where Samus takes off her armor, I thought it was a rocker dude with a mullet. I did. It wasn't until Nintendo Power, where they had her running around in a bathing suit, basically, that I'm like, oh, Samus is a girl. I get it. Because, when I was playing it, I thought Samus was a robot. And then later found out there's a person inside. But yeah, I thought Samus was a male rocker, because it was the 80s, right? And, guys had long hair. They had mullets. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 237,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, if you want journalism, pop culture journalism the way it used to be, go out to drez.com. That's d-res.com. We're trying to build this site up. This is a newish. It's been around for about a year and a half now. Pop culture news site. We've got a bunch of articles out there, and we're just trying to roll the clock back a little bit. Roll it back to 2010, 2011, before journalists got incredibly stupid. Like they are now. We're going to talk about this. Kotaku getting blasted on Twitter. In fact, the very first comment, he really wrote, "She needs to smile more." You need to smile more. Yeah, because remember, that's what they said about Brie Larson too. So let's go out and look at the original article here. This is coming from Kotaku. I don't even know what Kotaku is anymore. I have no idea. Kotaku said they were going to rebrand themselves. I think they're giving more hot takes now to try to get more clicks. I don't know what's going on. Ian Walker, who I think this is the guy who was complaining about the PS5, the free PS5 he was given, if I'm not mistaken. Dear Metroid Dread, Samus doesn't need to be an emotionless robot to be badass. Samus Aran is an iconic Nintendo character, but better writing can make her so much more so. She needs to smile more. Samus Aran, the name conjures a lot of intense adjectives: powerful, fearless, resolute, and little has changed about Samus since her debut on the Famicom Disk System back in 1986. She strides across inhospitable alien worlds, arm cannon at the ready, and does the impossible. Samus rules. That said, playing Metroid Dread made me wonder if she might rule just a little more if Nintendo saw fit to expand her personality past stoic, silent, one-woman army. Smile more, Samus. Dread is a week old at this point, giving everyone ample opportunity to check out a game that was rumored to be in production for over a decade, though never officially acknowledged by Nintendo. It's an excellent game, providing the same visceral 2D action as its predecessors. At least they're admitting the game is good, not too hard. Because we have Mashable. Metroid Dread is a thrilling twist on a classic, but maybe miserable. Games don't have to be grueling to be great. Metroid Dread is a great story wrapped in a hand-cramping, confusing grind, says Launcher. Metroid Dread, can you change the difficulty? Please make it easier for us. So at least he didn't go there. As with previous games, Samus Aran of Metroid Dread is still the same Samus Aran we've known and loved for 35 years, but for the first time in the series' history, starting to feel like an actual detriment. Talking about Samus's tragic backstory. She was raised by space chickens, space chicken people. It's enough to make anybody stoic. They talk about a big reveal. I don't want to get into spoilers, but big reveal with her space chicken lineage, right? And she doesn't have much of an emotional reaction to that. To be fair, People don't play the Metroid games for the stories. They really don't. It's a puzzle game. Really, you're trying to, beat the game. They're hard. There's lots of shooting, lots of finding of weapons. The story's always been kind of secondary in Metroid. That's just my opinion. Person says that they disagree. Samus in this game shows almost all of her emotion through body language. The fact that she lingers staring at the body shows she feels something. Other M tried to give her a personality, but they did it all wrong. Like you said, in Dread, she shows it through body language. Again, we were trying to avoid some spoilers here. Personally, I imagine Samus smiling behind the helmet when she sat down and lowered her guard. I'm glad we don't get any navel-gazing monologues this time around. That's one of the things I don't like about a lot of newer games, cutscenes. It's like, God, is there a game in here? Or is it just all cutscene? We go from cutscene to cutscene. And it's almost like a lot of the game directors now are, they want to make a movie, and there's a little bit of game sprinkled in throughout. It kind of reminds me of Xenosaga. As much as I like Xenosaga, it felt like this is supposed to be an anime, and we're just going to sprinkle a couple of gameplay sequences throughout this giant cutscene. I can get behind the bulk of this article, but I'd like to hit the other side of the spectrum and say that, Spectrum, what if Samus is neurodivergent? Unironically, what if she is? Are they allowed to make fun of her being a robot? And say that Samus's intro cutscene with Craig gave me huge personality vibes without a single word said. When she enters the room and hears something big coming her way, she's on guard right up until she sees who it is. At that point, she actively drops her guard and goes into a more relaxed stance. Oh, it's just you. Hot take. Samus will forever be an emotionless robot because when they tried to make her more than that, fans reacted with so much venom that it took the franchise a decade to make another proper installment. Now, I'm not saying that Other M's writing wasn't flawed, but it's funny to me that the part of the story that fans focused on their anger was the best idea the game had, letting Samus be an actual character with emotions and flaws instead of a cipher. From day one, there was backlash over the choice to not let Samus be an emotionless, generic Space Marine type. She was basically designed as, it always felt to me like she was, given that she was created in the 1980s, it was like we take Ridley and we take Boba Fett and we put them together. And that was basically it. What if it was Sigourney Weaver in the Boba Fett suit? That's kind of the vibe I got. Dread did more for her character through body language alone than Other M did with its piles of garbage dialogue. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Definitely prefer this article over one at AV Club. Taking it as this one here with Metroid Dread, Nintendo finally gets the action hero it deserves. The brilliant animation work has made Samus cooler than ever, but it comes with a price. The price is she doesn't smile enough. Back to Twitter. Her reaction staring blankly at Name's corpse and moving on with her mission. You literally can't see her face during this part because of the reflection. How did you know she was staring blankly? It's literally just the glasses glare hiding the anime character's eyes expression trope. Dear Kotaku, isn't the whole point of Samus is that she's supposed to be an elite, cool-tempered, poker-faced bounty hunter? Even in the documentation from Super Metroid, she was always presented as such. While she has her kind side, she is ruthless in battle. Kotaku, just stop talking about Metroid. Kotaku, just stop talking. Marvel fans, when there is no witty one-liner to break the tension of a film about the H word. I don't even know if I can announce it. Yeah, so people are like, what the hell? Must be a slow news day. I don't know. I am beginning to think that a lot of these journos are like, what's trending today? Oh, Metroid. What got us hits last week? Oh, Metroid. What's a spicy hot take to get hits? Samus Aran sucks, and she should smile more. But just remember, it was a problem when Brie Larson was told to smile more, that she wasn't allowed to be a cold, emotionless warrior. She had to smile more. Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.